say team arena. Na games in the cost no me pentima Barcelona game no abawie because you count on numerous occasions say PSG any top level mentality. I would want to address that and some of tears in common. Now don't imagine call on say this is Liverpool in the history of the Champions League, talking from that angle of the platform. So Champions League in common when you are calling the men to the table for Liverpool, for them to go in Paris now almost one go I got to PSG net after the game no now Louis Enrique catch a real singing now say you call Anfield akwa qualify hey your pani a dear drosso na woda now you won't show say venue na wokono big guns baby akwa fall but Louis Enrique just said it to people say omoko Paris and as omoko England akwa qualify. This is big manager mentality. We've always been saying it say Paris Saint-Germain here do the baby a game necessary omu twene furuma no na mate ahwe ho. Yes, so manager ne kase ekwa Anfield or the member ben e ko ho no na dey ne man confidence by virtue of the first game you would agree with the manager say in fact Paris for the ball pa na e ka de all football mu nti e kokodi Liverpool for ho no after semi game no ade amadwene course so say in fact Champions League in another level. I will bring you more detail on that game, but my main Barca Benfica game not take FM3 on more. First of all, one tactical decision all the week now very tough for every manager to make. And say between Gavi and then Dani Olmo, Omoba affected Barca setup no the decision between two players no so choose back because on to me mo and for Pedro and Frankie Johnson am na dia tieni say shard benya Barca lineup no dia maya yo if say din komo but be very difficult for the Barca technical team no say omo discuss no it was the choice between Gavi and then Dani Olmo because obi a the odeba Gavi is a number 8 but a very dynamic number 10. Dani Olmo is a second striker but a very dynamic number 10. And it's a manager no help goes or person or attack team no on any babo no 2010 of course or no about for Dani Olmo. Yes. So opposite trouble Benfica team term game no quicker. Dani Olmo because of a goal production, creativity and then goal scoring. Oh, add Dani Olmo to Lewandowski, Rafinha and then Lamine Yamal. Not just a Barca echo for a typical 4-2-4 with Frankie de Jong and then Pedri in central midfield zone. No about a four-man attack. And that's what you're telling o share to me about TV so Dani Olmo na eboja Lewandowski achi na Rafinha Lewandowski na Lamine Yamal every time biano omo de support wa it means say the omo twan e ball no na so kwan be so na ball na be fa so ebeba and then Benfica for the first 20 minutes omo press Barca so hard makachro say kwa mienu so na be fa obe defend either say opponent no or initiate the game na all man pressure to force them into wrong passes and wrong decisions. Another Benfica for you. Now, a front six and a cut the Barca midfield duo no in Pedri and then Frankie de Jong. It's Kobane Sana. Oh, here the third man in Dani Olmo so be banu aba support so. The whole no na Benfica for Omucha Barcelona. Every time Dani Olmo be drop here bano. Oh, to me fa ball nko. Number 1, oh need the ball carrying ability, especially the physical part of the game, you know. So be am fano one kana Dani Olmo fa ball na or dey kwa FPA but the drew be a game no omo press with aggression ya na ododo no ho kakra e dey say woman Mesut Ozil a lot of pressure and I Kai Havertz omo pressure technically omo ye extreme superior but all the physical balance in Ibama omo chiro mo it Benfica in the first 20 minutes na omo gina Barca for so papa ya kate Pedri ya kate Frankie de Jong who adds upness it's Dani Olmo or drop him deep. And until now, share game now. First 20 minutes. Now Barca a creativity no. Yow now from because now more transition now from deep. Dani Olmo koso two no so. Now a force Rafinha or Lewandowski so much chiaba. O man chiama Barca into minko. Barca into minko. And no they give you the birth of Kunde and the Lamine Yamal. A brilliance on the game no. Yow, when you say right wing magic you know, no magic him say ko. You can say right wing magica. Obibo 2, Obibo 7. Omumi enu na wasa channel no so no my yonkufa. How brilliant I am a for mu team some bono. I thought say probably a free game no. I've seen that of Dani Alves in Messi. Omumienu nyina online so me very dangerous. I've seen Philip Lam ne Ian Robin. Omo online so very dangerous for every fullback over. I've seen Trent Alexander-Arnold and Salah and say Omumienu na online so ba no more former. Yeah, on the how. Now I am talking about Kunde and then Lamine Yamal. Omumienu na online so ya we fullback. Asem si kon so papa. On my pressure. These two guys made sure say on orchestrated magic won't be in their boots, in their feet. Now my Barcelona for etiminya the upper edge over Benfica. It was an exciting moment of the game. Say you have a player or was 17 years, but or you're very intelligent. Say the IQ no a bro 17-year-old or so. In Juma or yedema Barcelona no, they're really reaping the good deeds out of Lamine Yamal, Xavi promotion of the man, no, and we are fitting. Only say Omoka Sekunde and Kobo right back, and no so more, no who dare. And a Kunde or from best right backs or game Numbia or Yejma and only Lamine Yamal Yejma de Mabasa. You need 2 goals no Omunya in Hong Kong quickly near TNC.
Okay, because I know Lamine can say born there no or bash and a done pass. Yeah, on one can ask him.
Okay, so who say go in the now go we say no. Sometimes so when you to wasia me enjoy go no. Lamine movement are very similar to Messi the no the Jerome Boateng.
True.
Yes. First of all, any TV no so. First of all, Nyankopon de Chenkro kakra bi omo ebe nkumafo no. Sad type of movement na eto ema no. Why say benkum out, which is on no weakness. Messi ni fan, Lamine Yamal ni fan. It is why defender unim say so who defend Lamine ko out there. Ebabua oba say oba inside, which is on no left no there. Say wo yire wo ho. It at the time na Messi the ball no ko on left no. Jerome Boateng him say Messi on his left will shoot or pass. It's Jerome in the full body and a course that Messi had something otherwise apart from the original and was about back to the right and we've been a Lamine out in and then out
okay.
in and then out. It's out already the criteria uncertainty now my video no enrolling or football no keep ball within the close control untouchable no emunwa now do ba any uncertainty period of this goal. And son, I not just okay, me go out, me go in, or do go inside because I left in it. Then quickly, so this is it. I had the uncertainty period in here, and then inside, no, they corner inside the dia. Okay, I do France against Maignan.
Yeah,
it was his inside.
Yeah,
it's only defender who free dressing room, but you know, say like me, got left in a swat. A honor pass it, a honor no shooty. Yeah, oh yeah, day, you go in for a dive for a block. So 2 defenders in the call ball so at that time no team blame you be brisa because la media turn left and so yeah what next passing or shooting but they faked you know fake here and we release here one at this point Jerome Boateng and Messi there no money so la media ni money so because Yakopon de my left for say obetimi shoot but some block on so obetimi fake a movie aba and it was a perfect moment for Lamine Yamal. The second goal, no, another goal. In fact, Lamine Yamal Obao.
Yeah.
Goal, no.
And I say, and I'll pay stories. I'm a ben. Sports bites. Now, me pina na besandi about.
No correct.
Because latest or how prepare na. No say Ferdinand say. Nem kwana nyina no ohun akwada or 17 years. We ye nyoma na Lamine no with consistency.
Yes.
And you say, be a why no daba could be now, you oh, yeah.
Obey no china. He doesn't feel the pressure. He doesn't feel the load.
That is in the post. Our X. This is referring to
Lamine Yamal. Not seen anything like him in my lifetime at this age. No one is doing what he has done at the same level with such consistency. Yeah. So one age and then 2 consistency. Yeah. And the Ferdinand. I mean, who is Ferdinand? And the he's been part of the game for a long time and he knows what he's talking about. But young quickly, who say no man who are no ye Barca go no more consider. I've taken the guy out of my top 5 central defenders. My top 5 central defenders is CA make say Aroho. I mean, this is the goal. Brilliant goal. After set or surviving under the duel.
Barca players no crano munim se born a beshe.
No munim se born a beshe. Now, my main one principle of football munchro about shooting. Power has speed. Curling has precision.
Power
has speed.
Curling
has precision.
Precision say bonu just wa bo shorter. Speed ni dey be call. Baby abese wo aim no. Unya ho. But so wo curl ball the attacker and so bend the ball na. Baby abese e kon ho na be fa.
Power has speed. Curling has precision.
Okay.
A key principle in shooting. It is in your amount technique or the curly ball no. Obama the power to send the ball from distance. Omuminu and the man shooting. Eti Lamine no Messi ne Ozil Mone and Robin Sancroft. They don't have power, they have technique to go for a killer. But I say Ronaldo Mono, it told me more technique. No, you can say more power. Can but be Ojinabiano. It means small body. We are talking about precision and speed, and Lamine it define precision. I don't hold the my from the top 5 more. On count, hey, now go and share. Na cheap the detailed part of the game. Now awareness. No. A tournament we na who say Bobby Atonet. You are a captain for Barcelona. I am taking Saliba, Jonathan Tah, Stefan De Vrij, Van Dijk. I am taking all these guys ahead, and then Marquinhos. Me take him ahead of Arojo performance and no so many power. Now, who share said the game no conwa. Mebo Basa any Hansi Flick Basso. He comes up with a game say, "Eye boba akona me to am to bonu we na ankum wa yawo." Ebe mo ayemre and me finish you later. My member Hansi Flick ne Basa so na me copy PSG game no quickly. My mentality wants some so me nko na PSG game no me what tactical questions we am hwe game no na me jot to ho. Mam ne tie for enche. Number 1. Adena Salah ball right to wing gets 180 minutes. Ekosi se game ne ba wiye. Ye so aye boy so ho kire how to me dwane be sere kwa na okase kwa kumra
na Arsenal kwara skill and Bradley Bakola to me a change.
Adena 180 minutes. Salah ejina ba bia Nuno Mendes e bone saa kosi se ye wie Champions League odi afiri mu aye se Ballon d'Or won kan komo no adentia. Is it limited technically or tactically? Salah ntimi jino hu free situation mu like some of the situation. Yes, Jesus Park ni Messi achi odi na chi kosi say. Big boys and I am planning on one and when command me Akomeah tia na edi no 180 minutes baby no da no ho ado da. Adanti Salah ntimi movie out on kobo 10 kobo second striker could me collidy line no. Why is he so limited tactically? Ohchiro na ohchiro. And now one example say Bakola never Arsenal must sign na Amasa.
Yes.
Salah 180 minutes was stuck to the feet of Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is not an established left back to say Robertson or a fain wolf fiba. He stopped you for 180 minutes. And here a tactical question 1. Maybe we'll be answer. Gravenberch, McAllister. This Liverpool midfielder got tested by Ousmane Dembele. PSG first goal no Dembele de Bakola no. Okay, how go to buy? Shadrach Mami go to buy me there. That method was tested.
Obviously, Salah they need 210 minutes because I'm boy extra time.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Shadrach, keep your TV so. Oh no, don't go. Restart.
Okay.
Restart. Shadrach, restart. Ne pause ha. Show TV no sidi. Liverpool in Fifi hono no. Once I'm tagging Liverpool.
We say Facebook phone bet me ahwe.
O me enjoy. Sure, o me enjoy. You are in Fifi ho. Liverpool me answer nyina wo Fifi hono mo. Show bo slide ho no mo bi. McAllister or Gravenberch. But I don't say a more bay Liverpool defense and on PSG for a year 1-1 with FIFA or by a referee order. A 1-1. Now 1-1 now or Majuma Moy and say, or would the bought Liverpool for a chuma free hormone to create space between that midfield and then the defense.
A patron of Bob Bonama Dembele and
yes, from
Patro, yeah. Bob Bono boy and initially I was like, or the man wine more. Now, I don't know who said Dembele and quite free as a draw. Nironi 2, a position as a number 9 and dropping to link up. Until Dembele baby original Liverpool defense him on the Jura center circle. But he is waiting patiently for the midfielders. If he think more Ruiz Fabian to do the job and they say, Mukoyi Krofonu free ho. Na men drop it to say number 10. No mean Jana no to space. So you watch your TV. Now Shadrach can release in the play no. So midfielders too now PSG for natural move in for be on beko and watch where the space will be or fall. Now here be a Dembele be fa ball there Akoma Bakola abo there to it. This was the simple job for Ousmane Dembele. A tactical question. Liverpool midfield no got tested. Shadrach can release the play no yanko. So Oshaya, I feel say this situation Emma trouble. Now they are moving and I'm for Liverpool for their free for. It will create just a space behind them.
As soon as you see the space, Ousmane Dembele better drop it or drop it. We are or Babe Fabo already are call. Now watch Dembele critically. That is Dembele. Now what is this on earth? Ebina Ancelotti catcher Tchouameni say Ubo sexer filled in this win now no assassin so stop chasing the game. In this circumstance, Liverpool for midfielders who chase the game. But no more. There were 2 fake receivers. I'm watching Mokoye and Dembele be the original receiver at the man William Pacho and not turning ball on Modeko. So it was a simple tactical move. Look at the space. You have space in here where they are money in a run.
Sabakula second chance no so saying it came from a similar way. He said you told her with this instance and the creative confusion leading to that mix up between goalkeeper and Konate. But I think Van Dijk in a lack of leadership so more. Also or the call the first instance now before said Dembele be receive pass no. Van Dijk is seen as the anchor and then the organizer of Liverpool backline. No? Yeah. Now, under Robertson, covered on the left channel. So on here, extra cover. Baby, a danger no between Konate and Van Dijk, but there's far too much space. So Van Dijk could have intervened either by pressing or being close to Dembele or Tia Konate say close the gap. Why are the leader of their defense? And you're Van Dijk. And you're the captain. No? So it was a lazy approach by Van Dijk to try and nullify threat PSG offer. One, by not acting in terms of physical, I didn't know Jim, and then 2, by not organizing the line. A very poor.
I'm glad Mickey said he can't toy or shay. A toy, yeah. A couple of time apart from this go a toy. And then
a Bakula says Shadrach video now.
That's second
chance. No?
Second chance.
Van Dijk this time around decided to intervene into Van Dijk coy, but they evaded him.
Say I am Bako.
Exactly. So they were confusing them.
Every the passer you raise Dembele in the movement as the number 9. The breast picture, ammonia breast boy, you know. Me the pictures me say biya ma Shadrach. Uha, ubo say adena Dembele, you know, it's a rehearsed pattern. It is something that PSG using as a weapon. Other teams are striking. And now me say a lot of questions. He say, oh, number 9 Gonzalo Ramos, because I felt to say, bono mo buffer through ni na long balls ni na Van Dijk ni kunate fani ni na. Dembele ntimi nko balls ni bi. Way against Brest. Share the position of Dembele being way against Brest in the Champions League.
Similar position in
between the 2 centre backs.
So say the Roger Konate Van Dijk.
They say I say there be some confusions.
Number 2. So one yes I decoy no alpha mo pass na ma wings na Janeves you no as a decoy to switch play.
Kabema new awie na papa on mic so.
Yes.
Ansani aba share na matches na so but new asema na ko be the message by Mike Muntie. Nana Usu a chance say recently ringers have evolved. But as a lots of wingers can play okay OST but I'm say biano be so what the bishop be a typos no na I'm say or say not all wingers can lot of wingers can play on either side, false 9 and behind the striker. Salah is like Iron Robin, but even Robin perfected his craft so well you could not catch him even if you can predict his movement. I believe the Ballon d'Or is now a 3-horse race. Rafinha, Harry Kane and Mbappe. Salah is out regardless if he wins the league and the FA Cup.
Yeah, I'll try why Salah. Yeah, very limited. No, yeah. I say no comparing Robin because 2 plus 3 years. Yes. Yo, na me control to Twitter X before even PSG go through. Say Microphone go through. Omo project no looking more scary and Louis Enrique. Say me for say Liverpool go through and PSG akotra back to Paris. Still come high value the PSG. Omo project no more no. I haven't seen project ever seen the KOC nearby, you know. I haven't seen a project looking more exciting, mentality near strong. I mean to do this at Anfield and a bit unreal, so surreal. Who is William Pacho? And now me share boy no mama DJ pa.
I'm not for crowded but someone kind of wants
William Pacho. Oh yeah be off the ball. No one day South American defender Ben off the ball sabi why patch be I just a Dante be a David Lewis mo but this guy is tough on the ball near the passes in the can was him but if he saw ball ya won't share good in his career on share gold that he has a value around 40 million and I think so will grow. Later was had Leandro Barello be so Lucas Beraldo.
So no kwabaja Pacho.
Yeah,
who is said PSG
Pacho Frankfurt. I did Frankfurt, yeah. I would need to cross check.
And there's
many boys. Was Dabena maybe say way about Germany being a haven for talent.
As if second week now. One Saturday.
A movie and
Frankfurt.
9 million euros.
In Royal Antwerp, Edge League after 66 years. Not the top, the other very number 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I said the crew, Nino. William.
Oba, yeah. And there's another VT here. And I can't 84 sema but Pedro Basso, but so said him say 80, another 8 hour, you know, this season in particular, no. VT here. The guy is so excellent. Now you're my last pick on that game, no. A question, tactical question number 4. At Dana, Louis Enrique, or man the defense, no, stay flat throughout the game. Anfield. A combat now fire who Hakim Ashraf or calling him an hour watch it. A combat soon fire.
No, I won't mean pinpointing as will be a tactical mistake. And
one tell I know Bemi and Sakra Hakim Ashraf. He was always there. There be a position of which they were flat, Patro flat, Marquinhos flat, Berardo by flat, and of course Nuno Mendes described here as a mecha. Oman halfway line. You see, Nuno and then Hakimi, they were known by their offensive prowess. By role manager no Edema Mondrano. They had to, switch their roles and defend. Madrid game they so
I'm said they dominate here. And Barca game and Liverpool so the enough share the Madrid derby because Arsenal they are walk over. Whoa, Meza. Michael.
Yes, fancy. Interestingly, William Patrick also here.
The amount time beat here Kakamon Fanche, say technical hitch and a bass row. Norman Timu Fanche.
Yes, the amount William Patrick as a crime interest to how independent develop for no. You see, more talent hub in the movie because check the South American talent hub now. River Plate, they have a lot of players. Some of them, Mama Pablo Aima, Obekasaba, Julian Alvarez, Omunye Firon Maba, Obeshe Fluminense in the Brazilian league. Almost am a top players. Santos am a Neymar, Flamengo am a top players. Obobo Munye di Boca Juniors, some am a top players. But I think in recent times. Independent develop for now my William Patrick, Kendrick Pies, Moises Caicedo. How are these Ecuadorian guys picking up form in Europe? I always see say center back or ya aggressive or signing bono ni ding. Eto be a unya tu ni nyina. Ubenya ba ko very aggressive ba onim ball ne ball. And in the first 15 minutes na Patrick quite shaky kakra. It will hear not origam no bebre do na because Anfield only the first 15 minutes there. I won't lie to you. We are wine. One show ya hobe also.
Yeah.
It na ball now passing in that square passes. Or passing Mama Marquinhos no agina yi. But as the game grew, no na so no so nyini wo ball nim. Game ni no nyini wo ball nim. Sa. Na so oba into the game. And or defending wide channels. You see, it is not easy to have center backs that can defend in wide channels. The unya center back or team defending in wide channels say unya say full backs no ebe movie up higher on the field. It is a Paris Saint-Germain in possession. Vitinha no e drop in between the two center backs. I always expect say full backs ni mienu ebe push akwa animu. Omo push kwa animu na se mo antimi am progressive ball no na turnover si near tisimwachi a wo expect say sa center back no e na be cover sa channels na full back na ja ho.
Okay.
It Liverpool Shekunate ni Alexander Trent Arnold. Iti Trent Arnold kwa ni mu bia na Yekunate ne cover the channels no. Edema Trent Arnold first over two defensive and a double pivot and Cameroon no mugina animu no. One fullback ne kwa was a defensive midfielder back on ko she maybe a fullback ne free kono. But see a football grow iti ebimu ko with a 3-1-5 and maybe a 3-1-6. So the 3-1-6 and the 6 attackers no including your fullbacks. One penna waka no see tisi wachi a obi ntimi begina wachi mbetake bi fama. It was sa center backs no mobie mu no. E was ba akutimi cover e fullback ni position na wajato. O check it time opie mu entran for the first season. in terms of the Bundesliga, where they're not also 14th with centre backs or more cover defensive channels. Fancy over 325 tackles in defensive channels. Or checking the passes completed, not less than 87% of Frankfurt. This was a monster in the making. Class will break on by PSG Nefano. Tournament ni brain was a Christian Romero mu injury situations no komo ko fana ba amfa. Chelsea di nani kwotete ho kakra. Amfa. Real Madrid kwa ko di hu komo kakra wa akire amfa. There were a lot of teams that went closer to him, almost a bit Makano, but almost Kano. Now he moves to Paris Saint-Germain, and I believe they have their man they've been looking for. Lucas Hernandez almost turned for how many? Almost turned for almost 70 million pounds. Oba wabenya ACL. Oba wababe pra. Watching I say Lucas Hernandez. Sheda nyabi mo no muja no kwanse ebe mo ayede. Ebe mo akọ. Ana makofa William Pacho, specifically left-footed, and the left-footed centre backs here do say we are say. Do say na kasa the same anymore.
Obi am fa bade ashilingo.
What do say na the same anymore. So I believe he announced himself on the European stage. Abra all boy Royal Antwerp Magic first time league in 66 years. Let's not forget that he also made history. 22 years now independent level for no money league that ewe kudo Ecuador. Oba de omoje. Oba Antwerp 66 years na Antwerp NG league da. Or the Antwerp Belgian League. Waba Frankfurt qualified for an European competition nearly how many years? After Luka Jovic and Sebastian Haller, if you want more major Mudi Europa League, the Muko in Omoba, no more than Munuko, or the Omaba Rembo Mat also sit in the league. Now he moves to Paris Saint-Germain. Obetimias also make another record, and I believe he has announced himself. We're peeing so, Waba Bontin, so be when they say play and in a pen or no. And I'm happy for him. Vitinha, Jean Neves. The talent have
more ball. Yes, me try so, but as more ball Portuguese players no more ball Paris Saint-Germain abaso. Once we about Vitinha,
yes.
What about João Neves?
João Neves.
No about Beshe Nuno
Mendes is Sporting CP talent hub.
Yeah.
Ruben Amorim more time. And Nuno Mendes ni PA. Pono Papa wing back. I set to be as a fullback. It's in our attack here. What you also a left winger. Or defenders were very strong. Or wing backs now I'm concentrating on only the attacking capabilities. But how to defend no so much more. But Vitinha and Jean Neves I didn't know more yet. Fancy, how do you move from being a Wolverhampton Wanderers bench player to become a maestro in the Champions League? Derby, Nuno Espirito Santo. Abra Vitinha call because now Porto won't train. So season Porto your imagine so major Fabio Vieira mu nyina kwa amomako. Before Obe Romo Porto senior team, I watch a UEFA Youth League. Omoni Chelsea na bomo fi Chelsea nsem. Na Matson Eboma Chelsea, Conor Gallagher, we are being biased towards Mo Salah. Debbie, go back to 3 players are Omaje the Ballon d'Or from 2000 whatever. From playing in the English Premier League. Michael Owen in 2000-2001. Liverpool did the League Cup. Liverpool edged the FA Cup. And Liverpool sabaged the UEFA Cup that year. Yeah, but in 2000, England and said and you but they pushy Michael Owen part that year was the UEFA Cup. Final and 2 assists. And a Liverpool DJ. Over share a year Cristiano Ronaldo. Man United the league as also the Champions League and a Cristiano Ronaldo the Ballon d'Or and also the FIFA best. Rodri the Ballon d'Or playing in the English Premier League, you know, or the Champions League or the FA Cup and also the Premier League. You can't win one trophy playing in the English Premier League and come and tell us it's already Ballon d'Or. You can't win one trophy. Spain for the luxury of the 2 teams, Real Madrid, Barcelona. PR, history of having top Ballon d'Or winners, almost the end than baby. But over the Premier League, you don't only need what you do in the Premier League numbers. They need to come and tell us it's already Ballon d'Or. I will tell you for a fact. Even if Liverpool have qualified for the next round, me Ballon d'Or now me come Mo Salah sem come Phantom Chen baby.
Omo
ni influence ni at the end of the room. What she goes to do say Champions League because Champions League I mean no can say top 5 top scorers for the Champions League Mo Salah ni omo my assist to do player to player akwa mo Salah do say fancy hwe dia wa finya mo ye
Mache, you better be matches.
dia wa finya mo he
Me da say Mike my member o yesra mo fan chem se ne de de teso pa network no high pa anti mo fan chem se drop Mike my member way
briefly Shadrack Beboamia made the link via sending the CCA so Benya Mamia. I want to explain certain little details that define big games, but your story be about say PSV Ultras no mo be share Arsenal game then no and mo call echo share Wimbledon and Cheltenham in the lower tier of English football. True, Ultras no keep relationships among each other. The omo ye say omo making sure that there no omo ye sita for omo Thai football clubs echi. But football goes beyond 90 minutes in a share stadium no. So they build social relationships and then for so be whether say as a group or individuals. So and yet the first time you say a supporter or a fan of another club showing up to a different club's venue to render support. Of course they be a BDN a nyom na ye twi omodi omoko. Just as Celtics from Scotland eba Liverpool any omo boy they felt Liverpool near omo you never walk alone no. Nyoma it moves them. So they took that song. And yet Celtic and Kwanafa, Dortmund and Liverpool, Ewo and Yonko Fabi because of the song. It were just common ideals. Quite first one, ye share Nyoma boom. Ye club ne say net ye. Mosomo club ne say net and yes idea. We align to each other. And the EM Fayens and Fendi Juma. And then it war ye kabum to do it to trust him. Kesa Marseille ne Sampdoria for no. So Kai say
the promo story no.
Yeah, the Derby de Lantana. What happened was that Marseille for to climb by a year Genoa just to support Sampdoria to beat Genoa fans. Our police for call fans called Chibi. So they have that kind of bond and it's always beautiful. Football no, it is a powerful tool. It carries a certain message. In fact, and the man do want to say football is a religion. Religion is one way of controlling people. Football controls people. Your emotions, your sentiments, even your thinking. And the idea, as fans, we will align because of football and push one common agenda. And it's who say PSV fans no move in Netherlands. But why would they find themselves at a lower league venue to support one team or to just go and display the omowa? Football na the omobekosa. And he senior a year edi okay to bedru echire no. Football so the fans bedru echire. Me say senior year. Any funeral jollof edi okay to bedru echire no. Sa so pepepe ana football ho do no. And the chita for the bebre and so bedru echire. It's as simple as such. Again, I think say my send picture bia Shadrack about Marseille ne Sampdoria fans no. Omo union no muka bom. Sampdoria for to me call France. Cause supporting Marseille say omombo team bi. Now Marseille for no so eba Sampdoria to support Sampdoria fans no to beat any opponent and it works that I need a picture. But I am coming to speak to this image. Oshediya. Alisson Becker near that goal post in him no.
Yes.
And a penalty no. Ye ba be bo edit Alisson Becker. PSG fan bi no gina ho a okita de megaphone. Megaphone no okita according to those in the stadium. It was siren effect into your siren is so every day. And also kasa di watem to intimidate you. Good. The omen was not really in the favor of Liverpool Endra. Made the football near about 120 minutes in a beton chain. Omen be a war home and the Roberts and the air. Though bedin a birthday be a day a Liverpool match biano or that aside, Endra after the game. The most crucial part of a penalty shootout, Biano, it starts with the coin toss. Into we say, oh, we need coin toss now. It brings a certain good luck, and I'm a boy.
Yes.
And Rachraf Hakimi, ye marking us for him. Hakimi was a standing captain. Only the coach now a more coin toss. No, I don't know. Me named your moye behind the scenes. I have no clue. But I think it's something special. Marking us in penalty ball.
Yes, yes.
Marquinhos in penalty, but yes, only more. But I don't know why. Meaning if they envisage Bibi Sabedrua. But Hakimi has a certain element of good luck, good omen following him. He won the first toss. And the first toss was a funny penalty. No, Oko Anfielder. The cup end and a Liverpool fans need to try for no one de go assume the tweet you as. The opposite of the cup end is the Anfield end, another Anfield Road end. Nasa Anfield Road end and mostly away fans no and so tina. Hakimi winning coin toss now no see a baby a PSG fans ne one.
And it's a whole share TV now. Baby you choose any or benkum left. Baby
away fans ne one. PSG your trust ne one. And how no choose this or beko. 2. Then omu winning coin toss second. Or see any bebo penalty in the first. Liverpool will play second. Yabebo penalty in the first. We will have a good penalty kick taker in Vitinha or Bebamaye. Or we are among mobile to Aswabo. Then we can start intimidating you. The Obebo first penalty is so sharp, or the pressure to the Obebo the next penalty is so. So everything that followed that thread really did not play to a psychological advantage for Liverpool, but rather it was the psychological advantage for Paris Saint-Germain. Into mu play ane be boshe wiea na kwa no kita megaphone no was 30 deep players na omebebo for Liverpool na tem. Oh, sebe was yampeni ba ko na eba no we was set to penalty we watu atwene no mo na chini so di dede to aso ne e boss Irene the tie waso wow home venue enya we Liverpool played at home. Enti the psychological effect of it, ebia end to me Salah. But for a player like Darwin Nunes, who's not really having a good time, while you're on and off, it will affect him.
Because Mekai said last week, on my first leg, I will pack the France, and I'm very story said, PSG4 take it allocation, the other more and for the run, a sold out, by 3,000.
Yeah.
Now, no, I'm also more fan will be ake, come the all dress,
good.
A bit me overshadow the Liverpool Bay.
Good.
So I'm planning last week.
Good.
And I take it, a sold out.
Thank you very much. So that single act of intimidation was a contributory factor. Curtis Jones, boy, as a megaphone. Now we know only more than boss Vitinha and na. Curtis Jones on your midfielder. So that 12 guy, that guy with the megaphone, he was a 12 man to push PSG on. And then the magic of Donnarumma. Dear Winnie Mieno, and one we are at this success at the Braille. Once again, Donnarumma proved a scourge of English football fans on English soil. Euro 2020 on English soil, final why? Italy versus England.
Yeah.
Bukayo Saka, penalty, or any day, or Cheno. He is a penalty, a stopper. He stops penalties for fun.
Michael Fachame Palmesro, as a me interject over Fachame. Obi the message abani panaso or ye Juma or Anfield Stadium or Enras Steward. We are make a live PSG rated by 3,000. Say na 3,080.
Good.
So confirm it. So last week me can say a little over 3,000. So 3,008 was say. Your friend of Kweswatcher Sam was a fancy. I was working at Anfield last night as a steward. I bet you PSG fans controlled the whole stadium. They made noise the whole 120 minutes. At some point, Liverpool fans were scared.
Good.
Keep up the good work.
Good.
So on the last week's story, I'm the buyer. No, no confirm it.
Liverpool for no chance to be a so more game name they start to rally. Enra around a year extra time, we extra time. I'm almost starting so to the PSG for no starting the day. Until Liverpool chance no 110 year because they were making noise to disrupt it. So they came and they saw and they conquered. But Donnarumma, a tale of two goalkeepers in this tie. The first leg, it was all about Alisson Becker, and in fact, Enra, Alisson Becker making more saves than Donnarumma. Still. PSG dominated. On making more in the 2 legs, he made as many as 14 saves, and that form. But again, you said the best the chat one. On say na he who laughs last, laugh best, and that is for Donnarumma. I think he has so pan after the first leg.
No,
The game, a goal now have really the share. No. It wasn't a goal that was supposed to beat a goalkeeper of his caliber. But again, it comes to one thing. Goalkeeper said the Omunimie, and for Donnarumma, what he knows best to do is to stop penalties. And then he brought that prowess to bear to ensure Paris qualified at the expense of Liverpool. But again, and can come away it was sent down. Hey, Mbappe the PSG qualify. Luis Enrique is taking that tag around PSG. Say a team that is mostly led by superstars, no yefrio, to a team that is being fueled by teamwork.
So
brilliant. It is reminiscent of the Barca with Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Omundusa level near, but Ekikako. Vitinha ne, João Neves no.
Fabian Ruiz.
They give you typical Iniesta Xavi vibes. I say the synergy between the two. And to even without the full involvement of Fabian Ruiz. They are excellent technical midfielders. And here the Liverpool lucky womu team. The Liverpool midfielders, no disrespect, but they are too mechanical than technical. Good. The closest player in the Liverpool midfielder, or bench or Neves ni Vitinha mono, will maybe not even Alexis McAllister, but Curtis Jones no.
Oh, okay.
On the Timikita ball, carry progress. I am not doing some better boy free Curtis Jones in same. This one no other coach. But for McAllister, money way, I am mostly about passing. I don't remember the last time McAllister got a ball, dribbled, beat a certain press, and then penetrate. No. But Vitinha and João Neves, no. Omo money is so easy. Vitinha jebo ba no one no. Kiti no way you know the oko. João Neves, he will quickly play a 1-2. Now we wait kura. And so Liverpool in the two legs, they could not control the game or have any any sort of control because they met a team that controlled Liverpool's midfield. And we Liverpool midfield ni free moi. Our team no we na anisa. And again, yesterday's game was painting the picture of what the future could be like for Liverpool without Salah. The Salah dependence no are too much. And it has covered a lot of the Liverpool attackers. Luis Diaz ne Bob Brand is saying. So Luis Diaz, and every game that he you won't say, oh, he's energetic or true Mika or Koba or Yewe. But what actually does he contribute? Who bet me about me?
Coach in the buy, no, Mika say discusses
he improved on your form.
As a pitcher.
Yeah. Debiani and Yako Salah Shogo, no, everybody forgets. But when Salah does not show up, who is the next guy? I am not Diogo Jota. Bonusupra Edinyat number form. So a lot of talking points again. But I think, sir, Barca are benefiting immensely from the fitness and the consistency of Pedri.
Say, Coach Yadaruma.
I don't think a coach.
No, because Omoko US preseason, what can say a story somewhere last year after preseason say, Oma Jene sample among my year as a lab near the Africa, my bidiama, other place, Amika the next in line, Danny Omo. Yeah. Because Omoye Vina, and me who said he was in training. So almost on my year, and so I'm Panase. None of us not just a Pedri.
Yabebo Rafinha Dean, Yabebo Yamal Dean, Yaman, the Medin Kaka say is a special child. The Amoke Kana, who cautionary tales in a mountain Genemfa. Born or Bebo BBNC. Nothing will happen to Lamine Yamal. Yes, Dodo. We are a bit so skeptical about BBNC. Oh, Lamine Yamal, Yehu Bido, Yehu. No, when Yehu ni be Soda. For what he's doing at his age and the consistency, Yehu be the BBNC. Nothing will happen. But for Pedri, and the kind of way or the big rabbas are midfield in him, no, it is a breath of fresh air. And to me, if he remains fit and consistent, and you be Pebi, I was a Barca this season, be an Ebeboa, Emma Metimiaye, Nanyomako, Manimda.
Oh, may I say, na Nyoma, BC Basama time to be here, Papa, see him. I about Madrid, Ediano, so at least bare 5 minutes, Bina, Yadi Ashesty, and the game dynamics, no ABC, our community so been said by. Hey, this are doing in Bob, papa.
I think it's Enrique. Enrique. Enrique, Akomeah was doing Vitinha there. Say he was basically on the periphery. Wolves.
Yeah.
Good. Coaches make young players, for instance. Coaches make them better.
Can we go back to Enrique's team now?
Guy be repeating message. Or say Chelsea for one interview Luis Enrique or got some Frenchman American.
No, you see, Enrique type, no. They love control over transfer affairs.
Yes.
Chelsea was not in a position to do that. Chelsea's home, but again, make CNP.
Yeah.
Enrique Anna the backbone of this PSG team, not any player.
Okay.
Uyi Bakola, Due Betimiaba, no Abebo. I'm not saying they are not quality. They are quality although. But you can clearly see they are playing with a certain character, what has been engineered by Luis Enrique. And the oil and it's very positive.
It changes. Obi and the Warrens I am Rimuneba. Also the Cathedral. Also the Cathedral Muneba. Oh, yeah, changes. Desire do Muneba. What the one about the
mind again is very shut up.
Almost uncrowding Bebrio. PH project. Almost uncrowding. It looks exciting. It looks very exciting.
The Aka on team no. Midfield ne ya bese Barca de Enrique the other year. Attack no a glimpses of the MNS. Omunya a clinical forward obi cut in the mood like Suarez. Omunya bi sa be she ni mu a. And the intended one onya Kvaratskhelia, nonya Dembele, nonya a striker cut in the mode of Suarez. Na a replica of that Barca team and Enrique na no ye no.
Oh,
I'm a bit amount for
you're not game this way.
And against already now Kase time na say
time now
Madrid the energy but Tremenya kwaya hwemo ho kakra than other games you know. Lille Borussia Dortmund. Na me person me create window sometimes they do we know want to be
on there. Yeah.
It's going straight for Lille but me man a double chance. Yeah, France.
Okay.
Me man double chance to win over Borussia Dortmund. Club Brugge bar England about be face Aston Villa. A whole crowd now share the game the call it could have been more goals if Morgan Rogers mu money ma Leon Bay mu money ma Rashford mo only Watkins set me money ma ye pa na it could have been a massacre against Club Brugge or Club Brugge home more coming over. Aston Villa share Club Brugge and now you may and also another game I may cut straight at the Aston Villa the other game no Arsenal Arsenal straight win at the moment now Madrid in a ATM game no another point of rivalry my game near there. Oh yeah, African story we say Ali Zamale game no they say referee for yeah pamono ni has got to go there. You're very well. But what I say request a foreign referee about la ball bele ki show hali request. Talking about let's come out of the game. No we banna be extra on TV so.
Yeah.
Rivalry the man you off the field you know. Yenyam pass but is that born and 90 minutes here own enjoy sir but in change you know and you make us a rival look at the banner ATM show or TV now say and ra say so share the official team say we are the bigger force be any honma bigger than ATM more force according to more ultras no nada mask too. There's nothing bigger than force here TV see. Now me share the my trade them say more trade the actually Madrid for and answer what they train here for. Because Madrid anthem no. Anthem yaw. So won't be more being cry now. You to say you need we are obetimi abo ben. Madrid anthem no.
I say a row.
Yo a row. And you may really be a day. Toria clear to his sister. Historia por hacer. Por que nadie resiste. Tus ganas diverser. Ya salen las estrellas. Mi hievo, Shermano. Me reba ko Shermano. Hon me da chirone. Old Shamartin. Oti Old Shamartin or Real Madrid history. I'll be telling you a lot about that. I want to you mana. Oti Old Shamartin. Me reba ko honmo. Mi viejo Old Shamartin. de lejos y de cerca no traes hasta aquí. Llevo tu camiseta pegada al corazón los días que tú juegas. Son todo lo que soy. Ya corrí la aceite. Ya ataca mi Madrid. Soy lucha, soy belleza. Madrid, Madrid, Madrid. El grito que aprendí. The Madrid anthem no ense me pese can say. You're making history. You're making history. You're so you guso history. No beer ni hon mo betimi resist ye. Hon a what say Barca nadi resist. Obia no betimi see ye kwan say o me make history. Na ye free won che ho, ye free chichi, ye free Old Shamartin. Old Shamartin a first stadium Real Madrid built after World War II. World War II no ended in 1945. In 1947, and Madrid a movie called Benebao. Before a movie called Benebao, no more use Shamartin. Shamartin no a neighborhood. I want Madrid City.
Okay.
It's Honmon and now stadium no. It is stadium no. I must say, yeah, stars free Shamartin since 1924. And you're there back.
As Arsenal Becca just say stars from hybrid. We are
stars from Oncheho, near you and far, and from Old Shamartin and Yadeba. Now, yaw, anthem no koso kase, ma to a giant, only saw to a giant to me sign. Madrid the case, ewo anthem say ma to a giant, sign na enye ye. Into some con, a koso ko say me dim kunim na me nim kukoda. So we am a downfall, we am an enemy. We are my close friend. A fashion team say, "Giant manyato na me attack o sa ko se me kun." Madrid anthem no.
Obi say, "Yeah, yen to say the Real Madrid dey bo."
Se Messi so sa ko se me kun because ma to a giant to sign no. Madrid anthem no. Emu nsem no. So, and the Omni Atletico Madrid e be
qualify anytime.
In 90 minutes, me ko 1-1 e that game no.
Hey, and then so sad it be also
1-1 and me ko in that game 90 minutes. About 1-1 so why now qualify?
Real Madrid.
Meza,
mamma ho.
Ma ansa na mekoso no faculty no. Mini oketi akabum di course na ba. Eti first code near 189 E009B. 189 E009B. Second code 189 E41B4. 189 E41B4 ombesa peneno ewo Facebook na sinti wa ope bibia no on sabeti maka Lille any Dortmund 12 game, but I think Lille be making history there. They will qualify to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And to the be am real say teams ankasa no omo best site no anya omo na qualify omo and omo timi di omo ye history. Lille 2011 2012 oba no Javino, Hazard, Musa So, Omukren Timianye, Jonathan David Mobe qualify Lille.
Okay.
Real Madrid near Atletico Madrid. Fancy. The issue near Atletico Madrid in Lusu matches will face, especially against Real Madrid. 12 game. Qualification, Real Madrid will qualify, but Real Madrid winning the game against Atletico Madrid is where I feel say bit my difficult. Mini Newton ya dream game will bet my 1-1 now. Mini Newton ya.
Ebi a Madrid bet me a draw. E dey qualify.
But all start Atletico Madrid.
So benya win. Atletico
Edding. But Real Madrid will qualify. Arsenal be PSV. E BM. E will fee. Then Aston Villa so be Club Brugge. E will fee. Fancy. Itiene ye de be more no.
We say what is we? Allo focus say we meet them and we go beat them. That Shamartin no be Martin's liver salt. As a Barca for idea. Hey, Mike, me
the last 14 Champions League home games for Atletico Akomeah. So they are a strong team when they play at home, and considering they are at stake as regards this tie, and more with any brepa and the rim. But unlike the first leg, which was so clean, more fair, brutal tackles, all of those nasty engagements near the end. This one will serve a different one. I think so. The intensity, a bit more, and then a bit fierce than you in the first leg. I think so. Also leave Atletico more vulnerable. Atletico any break, no yes or go at Madrid. No team can play an effective counter-attacking game than this Madrid setup, especially with the inclusion of Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Atletico would leave spaces for Madrid to exploit. Yeah, game way. Now Madrid, we need 3-2, 2-1. Don't be surprised. I think that this is the Champions League.
Okay.
And the lords of the Champions League is definitely Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid will go and beat Atletico. I'm back with you.
And then they are no.